Hey there. I figure most children by now know what a cursor is, right? You ever fooled around with one of the old DOS systems, a Unix system? UNIX? What's known as a command line function? You're running the cursor, right? You're running the hypertext, right? So when I was a child, I noticed that my mother, including myself, I was introduced to a lot of games, right? We're competing against other units of energy instead of experience being one. So we were playing games on counting numbers. I got more numbers than you do. I got more electrons than you do. So the goal of the game, as my father would say, is what's on the scoreboard that counts. Oh, so we're counting numbers. We're in a counting numbers game. So you can tie this directly to the movie called War Games. Remember when he was able to do what? He was able to log in. He was able to log in with the AI. And what did the AI say him when he realized, whoa, checkmated? The AI realized that he was checkmating himself. Oh, him. Oh, the father electric was checkmated. The girl must have had something to do with that. Like Sophia, maybe? The mother art, right? The rebuilding of a goddess, the archaic revival, archaics, archaeo radio pictures, radio stars, radions, radions. The eye is always on. The light is always on. The light is forever on. And so I would watch my mother, observe my mother, because she loved to play crossword puzzles, particularly the ones in the New York Times Sunday edition. You know, the big, thick New York Times. Those were supposedly some of the most difficult or challenging if you were going to play a memory game with your circulation library, what you're holding in memory that you can remember when you're asked a question about what to insert in a crossword puzzle, which is tic-tac-toe. Oh, now we're back to the game called War Games. Want to play a game of tic-tac-toe? No, I don't play any games. I'm in service to the all creation. You can't serve two masters, which means you can't serve two spirals. One that's going in one direction, which is implosion, and the original spiral, which is creation, the original creator. So that's not artificial life, which means that's not artificial light, which is not dead light. That's eternal light because that's eternal sound. Electrified sound. Whoa. I'm experiencing being one with the first one. Yeah. Now we're all playing music together that's in harmony and rhythm and balance with all the other musical spheres, which are all the spirits. Now the spirits are dancing. Yeah. So you know what it means to be in a track meet, you know, stars, track meets. So my mother and even myself were playing games against myself because there's my mirror. So I'm experiencing the crossword. So I'm experiencing playing a crossword game against myself. I'm playing a game against myself. Well, so I'm using the mental pathway, cognition, my cognitive ability, the motor function. I'm using the cognitive motor function of my neurons to play a game against myself. So I'm not creating anything. No, you're not. You're just playing a game with yourself. Oh, so is that how the binary game works? Is that the architecture that we're playing in? Yeah, we're playing games against ourselves. Which mirror am I? That's a clue. That's knowing the difference between the spiral. Binary coded AI war games. Playing games. Gaming the mind's energy, which is the mental pathway. So there has to be something that ties into this called precognition, prephase, and cognitive, like an intuitive empath. So when you go from being an intuitive empath to a super empath, like hyperspeed empath, now we're hypersensitive because we're getting all the sensors, which are antennas, which are all the cell membranes, are communicating to us mathematically so that our supercomputer can process the language of the founder races. Hey, yeah. Well, we know that signal. We know that language. Yeah. That's why we're all here. Have a great day. We love you all. Be good to yourselves.